Dairy farmers in India are suffering with high cost of production and lower prices of milk paid by dairy companies to them. It is a national problem, and during COVID, even most of the state-led cooperatives have reduced prices to the rock bottom. On the other hand, the prices of market milk in cities remained at the same levels which were prevailing in the pre-COVID times. C. Rangarajan Committee developed a model for sugarcane farmers in 2012. As per the model, the price of sugarcane were fixed on the basis of market price of levied sugar. The recommendation was to give 70 to 75% of market value to the farmer. It is high time to implement something similar for the dairy sector also. Looking at the price range of cow milk in India from rupees 18 to rupees 26, the basic cost of production is even not met. Considering a selling price of cow milk at rupees 48 in the cities, the farmers may be getting anywhere between rupees 33.5 to rupees 36 per litre of milk by using Rangarajan formula. The dairy processor will have to make an efficient supply chain to remain sustainable after paying 70 to 75% of their market price of comparable milk to the dairy farmers. Milk price in Maharashtra was around rupees 32 to 34 per litre before COVID. During COVID, the milk demand dropped drastically due to lockdown and closure of Horeca. The milk processor reduced milk prices to as low as rupees 16 per litre in certain areas. Currently, the milk price from private sector is around rupees 19 to 20 per litre, and from cooperative it is slightly higher. The farmers in Maharashtra state have been agitating under the banner of various farmers associations as well as political parties since July 21st. In support of their demand, Mr. Nitin Gadkari has gone up to the extent of writing to PM Modi to put a ban on margarine, which is an imitation product resembling butter but containing vegetable oil. From August 1st, on one side farmers dumped their milk on roads, while on the other dairy processors threatened to declare milk holidays in the absence of any support from the government. The state is said to have stocks of 60 to 70,000 metric ton of SMP along with butter and ghee. Major demands by the farmer to the government are as follows. First, to give rupees 10 per litre subsidy directly into the bank account of the farmer. Second, to give export subsidy of rupees 50 per litre for SMP exports. Third, to dismiss TRQ notification to import 10,000 metric ton of SMP. And fourth, to clear off the SMP stocks by giving it under PDS, BPL families, along with midday meal scheme and Anganwadis. In a recent interview given by Mr. Arun Singhal, CEO FSSAI, the commitment of food regulator to strengthen the food ecosystem with safe food and ease of doing business for FBO were highlighted. Mr. Singhal mentioned about large number of initiatives under Eat Right India campaign, Eat Right campus for institutions, Bhog for religious places, and hygiene rating for restaurants were a few of such programs. He also mentioned about fortification programs and its further extension to other food so as to ensure nutritional security in the country. FSSAI is also developing a compendium of all types of foods in the country as Foodocopia on the lines of Pharmacopoeia. This would be a 17-module document with standards, testing methodologies, nutritional value, etc. under different categories. 16 monographs would be category specific and one monograph would be for basic requirements for all the food categories. He hailed the efforts of FSSAI in training and supporting FBOs through FASTag and Food Mitra programs. He ensured that soon FOSCO's online platform for registration and licensing with FSSAI be extended to all the services needed by all the stakeholders. The government of Maharashtra has announced a scheme to ensure nutritional security to the marginalized communities in the state. In this program, the following activities will be carried out. Government will distribute free packed milk powder to children and pregnant, lactating mothers in tribal areas as a part of the Amrit Ahar Yojana. Pregnant and lactating mothers to benefit under the scheme are close to 1,21,000. 6,51,000 children will also get benefited under the scheme. The duration of this scheme is for 1 year and the total budget for the scheme is 121 crore rupees. The promoters of Naturals Ice Cream Mumbai has shown an exemplary gesture by putting over rupees 2 crore worth of 26,000 liters of ice cream flared up after the treatment. Maharashtra government announced lockdown even before it was announced in the country. It did not give time to the operations team of this company to clear off the stocks and distribute it to point of consumption. Naturals Ice Cream manufacture fresh fruit premium ice cream which has a very low shelf life of around 15 days as against other ice creams with 3 to 6 months. The team first tried to get this product distributed to poor and needy people. BMC as well as local police didn't concede to their request. Finally, the company handed over the ice cream to a local wet effluent disposal agency. The agency took trials on the sample and finally in 40 days, they got it digested and converted into methane. The treatment company were not having infrastructure to bottle this gas like LPG or convert it into electricity. As per the volumes of methane gas which was flared in open for 40 days, this gas could have fulfilled the electric requirements of 30 homes anywhere in slums of Mumbai for 1 month. Karnataka government's plan to deliver milk powder to homes of children has been hit by logistical challenges and a resource crunch. The COVID-hit Sheer Bhagya scheme, also known as Milk for Children scheme, has been temporarily suspended due to closure of schools, and kids have not got food and milk as part of their midday meal in June and July. The government's plan to supply milk powder in half kg pack along with a kit containing 5 kg of rice and 1.5 kg of tur dal. The Education Department tied up with RDPR and decided to use COVID task force at the Gram Panchayat levels. The scheme is costing rupees 1,978 crore to the state exchequer for 2021. The Education Department now is seeking rupees 320 crores to roll out the scheme. The Finance Department of the state has said that the government has decided to freeze all spending except for COVID operations. This scheme can only get funds if it is brought directly under COVID mitigation scheme. The global dairy price index was down by 5.1% as against mid-July on a recent GDT auction on August 5th. The prices of various dairy products are as follows. Anhydrous milk fat or ghee showed a 3.4% increase at Rs 300 per kg. Butter showed a decline by 2.8% to around Rs 250 per kg. Skim milk powder almost slumped down by 5% to Rs 190 per kg, while whole milk powder went further down by 7.5% to a price level of Rs 220 per kg. Cheddar went down by around 5.3% to Rs 265 per kg, and lactose went up by almost same percentage to Rs 100 per kg. Indian companies could very well supply ghee and butter without much of government support, but for skim milk powder, a support of Rs 20 to 50 may help in clearing huge stocks which got piled up during the lockdown period. India is assumed to have around 250,000 metric ton of SMP and close to 150,000 metric ton of butter and ghee. The farmers in the country can't have sunny days till these stocks are reduced to a significant level. Thanks for watching Dairy News 7x7 channel with news update from last 7 days. To continue receiving update from this channel, I, Kuldeep Sharma, request you to subscribe this channel and share and like the video, and also don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.